Hi, Gina. Good morning. Why does this look so strange? Hmm. The lighting for the YouTube looks really dark. Let me see if I can move this a little closer and if it helps. Oh, not really. Oh, I put it back. All right, let me put the overhead light on because I just feel like it's too dark on the YouTube one. I'm not a huge fan of overhead lighting, but sometimes you gotta just do it. All right. Hi, Julie. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Suzette. Hi, Valerie. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Caress. Good morning. Yeah, it is July 1st today. Mm, what a thing. What a thing. So, how's cancer season treating you so far? Cancery? Here in Pennsylvania, which I'm back in, um, we are having a brief break from the heat. It's like 70 degrees right now, and that feels really nice. So, if you're here, enjoy the break from the heat. Good morning. No, Ron, you're doing pretty good. Been seeing your Greece photo dumps and feeling excited for you and definitely jealous. Feeling good? Okay, good, good, good. You're feeling conflict, Suzette? Um, so today, here's what we're doing. Obviously, first week of July polls, regular coffee magic. After regular Coffee Magic, I'm going to be logging off and logging back on to do the Coffee and Magic members' individual polls for the week. Okay. So there is definitely still time to get in there if you would like to. You can join the Coffee and Magic members at any point during the month that you want to. It doesn't matter. But just go to my website to sign up, sarahmala.com. If you want yours today, as long as you sign up before I sign in to the next one, then you should be fine. But that is what we're doing this morning. So I'm excited to get started on those and to see what this month brings. We've been rolling really, really hard lately, and it was a very exhausting weekend, but I had a good night's sleep. I'm back home. My snakes are all good. Gloria ate last night. So we're gonna go for it. And I got a cute new cup to drink water. All right. We're gonna do types of birds this morning. So I'm gonna give you the 3 types of birds, and then you tell me which bird you're feeling this morning, and that will correspond to your pull. Okay. So the first one is a red-tailed hawk. The second one is an eagle. And the third is a raven. So red-tailed hawk, eagle, or raven. Good morning, Christine. Red-tailed hawk, eagle, or raven. Good morning. Hi, Alex. Hi, Claudia. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Jacinda. Also, wow, it is July. So we only have 1 month until the next season of Normalized Magic begins. So again, if you want to join me for that, send me a DM. Make sure you're on the list, okay? And I will be sending out registration mid-month, which is crazy to me. Like, what is happening with the summer? It's just like all the way. Again, your choices this morning: red-tailed hawk, eagle, and raven. Also, did you enjoy the Friday polls? I felt very proud of myself that I did that. And it was like really nice because we were in the car for 6 hours on Friday, and it was really nice to like see your comments pop up on the YouTube. I was like, oh, look, they're doing it. All right. Tell me when you're ready for Hawk. Hi, Cindy. YBSU needs some advice. They're saying it's been 2 days and Guy still hasn't reached out. Should I need advice? What's everybody's advice for her or them, I should say? Okay, so this is your Hawk message for this morning. Again, your choices are Hawk, Eagle, and Raven. And after this group collective poll, I will be switching over to the individual Coffee and Magic readings. If you would like to get those, just go over to sarahmala.com and sign up, and then you'll be included in that. Okay, so I'm not doing individual card pulls right now. So if you have specific questions, save them for if you sign up for the individual. Okay, all right, Hawk people, Eagle, Protection, and the Earth Fairy. This is interesting. I can't fully remember Friday's readings, but I think that we had a vibe like this. I think we had like a vibe like this, but let's see what the specific vibe is for my red tail hawk friends. So protection, the eagle, and the earth fairy. There's a pretty heavy emphasis on your body this week. What is your body trying to communicate to you? What has your body been trying to communicate to you that you haven't been able to decipher or have been ignoring? Like, what is it? And I say that because it does feel like your body is trying to tell you something very obvious. You know what I mean? Like, specifically, and you're just not getting it for some reason. So, this is asking you to get it this week. And here's how: just stop for a second and tap into your higher self and ask, what does this mean? Right? I'm going to do this because this feels very much specific to myself as well, because my stomach has been a mess lately. Like, I just like can't believe what a mess it is. And it's like, what is the message? What is the message? And I'm going to sit today and ask, and I think you should sit today and ask, what is your body trying to tell you? What shifts do you need to make? Because our bodies are going to have to carry us into this next leg of our adventures. And if there is a shift that needs to be made, we really need to pay attention to that so that our bodies can serve us. That's all they want to do. They just want to be here and do the things and help us, but we're like ignoring obvious signs that some shifts need to happen. That is where the protection card comes in, and it's asking you to start providing some protection for your physical vessel. Okay. So, my hawk friends, it's all about your physical body right now and what it is telling you. Okay. So, that is your red tailed hawk for this morning. Good morning, Nicole. Good to see you. Again, your choices were red tailed hawk, eagle, and raven. And if you miss any of them this morning, you can always watch the replay on Instagram or my YouTube. And as a reminder, after regular Coffee and Magic, I will be switching over to the individual polls for members of Coffee and Magic. And if you would like to become a member, then jump on over to sarahmala.com and sign up. It is literally the cost of a cup of coffee for a private reading. So just saying, $5.50, which is probably less than a cup of coffee if you get anything other than small, which is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I was so happy to get home and like this morning have a good cup of coffee, like a normal cup of coffee. My sister has a like fancy Nespresso Virtuo machine, and I'm okay with the OG Nespressos that like just do like the espresso, you know what I mean? Um, That's fine, but, like, I don't really like the Vertuo. It just doesn't taste good to me, and so I was just so happy to get my good coffee this morning. Ooh, okay. Tell me when you're ready for Eagle. Hi, Rachel. Okay, this is, Eagle. Focus, disruption, partnership. So here's your story. So focus, disruption, and partnership. This is your Eagle. Disruption is your realignment, right? And I think what's really interesting about this is it feels like you had already started a partnership, maybe a new business venture, something like that. Um, Sorry, or even a new relationship. Um, but it feels a little businessy, honestly, to me. You already started it, and something has happened that makes you feel like, uh-oh, like, why isn't this going smoothly, right? We do tend to have, especially like in our in this little corner of the internet, right? We do tend to say things, right? Like when something goes like off, we're like, "Oh god, is that a sign?" Right? And I would say to you that if you have um if you have started a business partnership recently and something feels like it is off or you've been redirected in some way, just try this week to like refocus your energy on what the original intention that the two of you or three of you or whatever the original intention was, maybe take a moment to like revisit that together and even just to remind each other of it. Okay. And if this partnership is not business, if it is just with another person, right? Same thing. Take a minute to sit down and refresh each other on why we're doing this. It's not a bad idea to do that like in any relationship every so often, right? Just kind of sit down and be like, "Hey, why are we together?" Right? Like, not in a confrontational way, but like let's count the ways that like having you in my life makes me happier and having me in your life makes you happier, like, and what's our intention, like where are we growing into, like what is the direction we're moving, and not to give yourself like stuffed goals or anything like that, but it's like what is your intention. And I think part of this is also refocusing yourself on love based versus fear based, and I think whatever this disruption is trying to help you to make that shift early as opposed to down the road, right? It's difficult to get in the habit of building things on a love based foundation versus fear based. The disruption is shifting you back so you can realign and make sure that you're building in a love based foundation, which just means that your intention or the reason you do something is not out of fear. The motivation is not fear. So just really look at that for those of you, especially in business partnerships right now, where it feels like, ooh, like, why does that not feel good for a moment? You know what I mean? Try that and try that and let me know how it goes on Friday. Okay. All right. That is your eagle. Good morning, Angie. Good morning. Good morning. And the next one is going to be um, Raven. It's going to be Raven. What else was I going to tell? Like, what else happened? I feel like so much happened this weekend. It was just so much. But also, I saw Sarah McLachlan on Thursday night, and it was such a great concert. It was so amazing, and I'm like, "Wow, this lady has been, like, soundtracking my life since I was, like, 14 years old," you know what I mean? Or, like, 13 even. Um, and it's just so amazing to, like, sit there a beautiful summer night and just, like, listen to all of those songs performed live, like, oh, I've been having some good concerts this summer, guys. I'm very sad that I did not get to see Alanis this weekend, but there was no way that there's no way that I could pull that off. Like, oh my god. And now Pittsburgh next week. But that's some snake business. I don't know if I told you, but I'm going to a snake party in Pittsburgh. I'm just leaning in. Oh, me too. It was the 30th, or it is the 30th anniversary of Fumbling Toward Ecstasy. So she played a bunch of other songs first, and then she played the entire Fumbling Toward Ecstasy album. And it was just so good. And I don't know if you guys realized it because we haven't really chatted about it, but I dyed my hair. You see, there's no more salt and pepper going on. And I realized that I like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people commented on my choice to have gray hair, and I didn't really say anything about it because like I don't really care. Like, say what you want, like enjoy it, don't enjoy it, but like it wasn't like a statement that I'm like, "Ooh, look, I'm rocking my gray hair." It's more like, I'm lazy. Like, one more thing that's gonna take time and, like, cost me money is just it ain't happening with my hair. So it wasn't like I was not dyeing my hair because of, like, a statement about that. And it just keeps getting grayer and grayer, but I just was so tired of, like, the wiriness just poking out, you know what I mean? So I went and got a box dye, and I am so happy with it. Like, I just feel I don't know, I feel snazzy. I like it. So, anyway, back to your back to your stuff. I'm not taking my snakes to the party. I'm actually going to a really cool breeder of reticulated pythons out in Pittsburgh that I've been following for a minute, and they have a clutch of babies. And there is definitely a possibility that I will be coming home with another snake. I have an enclosure ready for that, but I want to meet the mom and the dad of the snakes and just kind of learn more about this specific kind of snake, and have that like one-on-one, face-to-face time, hand to noodle time, before I make that decision because this would be a real this would be a real snake. I mean, like, no offense, all of you are very much real, but like, there's no going back, you know what I'm saying? Not that there's any going back now. All right, are you ready for Raven? You tell me. Hi, Janine. Mary, that was me too. And my girlfriend was like, "Oh, I'll feed him. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine." No, she's never fed one snake ever, but all of my snakes are fed frozen thawed. So like I don't bring any live rodents in here, and like, we don't do gladiator. Everyone is doing great on frozen thawed, and I've gotten over it. Especially because in the beginning Glory wouldn't eat for like 6 weeks. And so I was just like, I got into real mom mode about like, I just need this snake to eat. And it really like pushed me through that whole like weirdness. And no, it's okay. It's fine. All right. Anyway, are you ready for your Raven? Hey, Christine. Burden, wealth, and the deer. Oh, I see somebody just joined the individual Coffee Magic. Welcome. All right. Burden, wealth, and the deer. Oh my goodness. This is an interesting one. So, what is it like to finally get everything you've been asking for and then have an absolute shit attitude about it? How does it feel? I'll wait. You have to let me know. How does it feel to have gotten everything you've been asking for and have a shit attitude about it? I feel like I'm momming you this morning. Tell me. You tell me. Okay. That's the right emoji right there. It's that one. And yes, damn, ouch. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Okay. So you think about that because here's the thing, and it's kind of the funny thing. It's just life, right? And it's just like human nature. The moment that you get everything you ask for, you now have a whole new ask. And you typically don't even take a moment to fucking say thank you for what you asked for, which is now here because you just roll in so fast into, I don't know, into the next that you don't realize, like, oh, I did it, right? Is there ever going to be a moment where you sit back and you just like take a breath and say, oh, I'm just right where I want to be? You will not unless you create that moment for yourself. I'm telling you right now, it will not happen because you do not currently have that on your to-do list. Okay? So if you don't have that as a thing that you do, you will not do it. So you will not ever feel satisfied, okay? Because you're always going to be on to the next thing and waiting for that to arrive. So put it on your to do list if that's what you need to do to have some gratitude for what you already made happen and to sit in the energy of what you've already created and allow yourself to enjoy it. If you do not do this, you will be on a hamster wheel with all of this energy over and over and over and over again. And you'll just be like, why is it not landing? Why is it not landing? And like literally, all of your guides, just imagine your guides just like over here looking at you, just like, like Ben Affleck. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, here's some dear energy for you that may be helpful. Can you just be gentler? All right. Think about how a deer it well, okay, don't think about how a deer is. Let me tell you how to think about a deer because honestly, like deer be getting hit by cars so much and I just can't with that. So that's not what I mean. But what I mean about deer energy is like gentle steps. Gentle steps. Don't make a big fuss. Be present, right? Like I heard this girl talking. She is like, I forget what farm she runs, but it's this really sweet little farm. And she said animals have no idea about life expectancy. So if they die tomorrow, they have no idea that they've had a life that was not as long as it should have been. Only we do. All the animals know is the experiences and how they felt while they were living. And I think we could all use a little bit of that energy right now because honestly, if you're feeling like the world is ending, you are correct. But that doesn't mean your life is ending. It means this construct is ending and we have been wanting this. So, can you be gentler with yourself as you literally create the things you said you wanted and let yourself live in that energy and say thank you? Like, say thank you to who? To yourself because you did this. It is so important. Just stop. Where are you right now? Where were you a year from now? Have that perspective and be grateful. Say thank you because otherwise you're going to zip past this moment, right? And you're going to kind of be an asshole, right? So don't do that. This is your check. How does it feel to get everything you asked for and kind of have a shit attitude? Don't do that. Redirect redirect, redirect, because otherwise, like I said, it's just not fun, and you deserve to have some fun. Okay? So that is your coffee and magic for this morning, the group collective pulls. Welcome to July. If you're a cinnamon thrower, don't forget to throw some cinnamon. And I love you. Thank you for being here today. If you'd like to send any donations, you can do that through the link in my profile. And I will be logging off here and then coming back. So if you are a member of the individual group polls, Coffee and Magic, just wait a second. I'm going to hop off here and hop back on. And then I will be going through the list of members and giving you a 3-card poll for this week. Okay? That is what we're doing. I'm very excited. There's still time to jump back into that if you'd like to, but you can also join at any time during the month, and you can find that information on my website, sarahmala.com. I love you. Mwah! Regular Coffee Magic will be back on Friday, and yes, it will. The individual Coffee and Magics are all recorded, and they will be located in your member site, and you'll get a link to it. It's very easy. It's just like Normalized Magic, but just a different site. So you'll be able to always get your recordings there. And I will also try to timestamp them before I upload them. So if you're looking later, you can just jump to yours. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah.